y'all, it's Casey with Russo Resells. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Casey. I am a full-time online reseller and I sell on platforms such as eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and Curtsy. Today is Thursday, February 26th, and we left off, I want to say yesterday or the day before. And after we left off yesterday, Wednesday, February 25th, I had 2 sales, and then I did receive 2 offers this morning that I did accept. So let's go ahead and jump into those sales. So the first item to sell yesterday is already boxed up. So as you can see, it's very shiny and sequiny. I will go ahead and post a picture up right here of it. It is this Morel maxi 2-piece, like kind of a quinceañera dress. Or, I mean, if you're going to prom or winter formal, this would be a great dress also for pretty much any occasion. And I received this in a free online pickup. So I went on the Nextdoor app and I let my community know what I did as a reseller. And I had a lovely lady reach out to me. And she had a bunch of items from her daughter that she was going to donate. So she was happy to give me them, which is awesome. And I didn't really want to list this, but after I saw comps, I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and put it out there. So I priced it on Poshmark for $90, and I did have a few likers on it. So my Nifty sent out $72 offers, which is 20% off. And one of those likers did counter at $50. And I really just wanted this out of my inventory because it is so bulky. So I did accept that. And I did also get it for free. So that was fantastic. This weighed under 5 pounds, which is incredible, so I did not have to upgrade my label. My fees to Poshmark were $10, and I turned a free-to-me item into $40. That sale primarily goes to show that it is very important to tell people what you do, because you'll be surprised. A lot of people, family, friends, acquaintances will want to utilize you either for consignment or free items to give, which is awesome. Now, the last item to sell yesterday is by Cabby or Cobby, however you want to pronounce it. It is this beautiful black floral polka dot blouse. And there were good comps on this. I did overpay for this in a Facebook reseller group because the other items included in that bundle were much more substantial. I paid $11 to $12 for that blouse, which obviously I wouldn't do out in the wild, but I've already sold 3 to 4 items out of that buyout, so it's almost completely paid for. So I do want to say I have about $4 to $5 into that if I did buy it at a half off Salvation Army sale. That's just my girl math when it comes to my business. So I listed this on Poshmark for $25. My Nifty sent out offers to likers of $20, and one of those likers did counter at $17, which I did accept. My fees to Poshmark were $3.40, and I made a profit of $13.60. So I still did make a little profit, not the hugest amount, but like I said, that buyout is almost completely paid for, so I am very happy just to recoup my cost and make $1 or $2 off of that blouse. Now, I did misspeak. I had 3 offers this morning, so we have 3 sales for today, and the first one is by Figs. Now, this is a tried and true brand for me. Whenever I see it out in the wild at a reasonable price, I do pick it up because it still does sell out of my closet. Not for the biggest amount anymore, but still for, to me, a substantial amount. So these are like a pull-on stretch black pant. They are a size medium. They are in fantastic condition. I do just have to lint roll them before they go out. But I priced those on all of my platforms for $28. plus shipping. And on Curtsy, I had a lovely buyer reach out and ask me if I would do $28 plus free shipping. And I did go ahead and accept that. So my fees to Curtsy were $3.21. I did pay for the shipping label, which was $7.95. And I made a profit of $16.84. I have about $5 into those. So generally with figs, even though they are very oversaturated on the resale market, I still pick them up and I can make about a $10 profit, which I am very happy with, especially because I do find them very often, and being able to consistently make that $10 profit is totally worth it for me. This next item is a brand to be on the lookout for in children's clothing. It is called Polarn Au Pirée. It is made in Sweden, and it is this really cute chambray puff sleeve denim jumpsuit. And I found this at the bins with a couple Janie and Jack pieces. And I wouldn't have known of this brand if I didn't buy, I want to say a couple years ago, a children's ThredUp mystery box, and that piece was in there, and it was a pair of merino wool navy pants. So I looked up the brand, and it is a very substantial children's brand. So definitely, if you see it out and about for a reasonable price, look into the comps. I priced this very reasonably on eBay for $21.99 plus $7 ship, and a buyer offered me $16.46 plus $7 ship. Very odd offer, but nonetheless, I did go ahead and take that. It cost me $6.43 to ship. My fees to eBay were $3.38, and I turned $1 into $13.65. Very, very thrilled with that. Now, hopefully not the last item today, but the last item of the morning to sell is a consignment item. It is this jeweled C decorative piece, and it is by the brand Bombay. So I actually love this. My name is Casey, so this would have been perfect for me. Maybe if it were in pink, I would have kept it. But my aunt gave me about, I want to say 7 to 10 of these, and this is the 4th or 5th to sell, so very happy about that. I did have it priced on Poshmark for $18, and my Nifty sent out 20% off offers of, I want to say $12 or $13. And this buyer countered at $10. And because I have had this listed in my closet for over a year, I did want to go ahead and accept that. So I did. Our fees to Poshmark were $2.95, and I am going to give my aunt the entire profit of $7.05. So I'm very happy to get another one of those out of my inventory. And those are all my sales thus far. I have a couple appointments today that I need to get to, so I need to speedily pack these up. I really appreciate you guys being here, and I hope to hop on within the next couple days to show you more sales. Hey y'all, it is a couple days later now, Saturday, February 28th, and we did have quite a few sales yesterday. On Friday, February 27th, I had 6 sales. And then this morning I had 3 sales, so I do want to go ahead and show you all those. I do apologize in advance for my appearance. My allergies have been going wild with all of the weather changes. First it was, a little gloomy and rainy, and now we are in the highs of 80s and 90s. So my allergies are not liking it, but that doesn't deter me from getting work done. So let's go ahead and hop into the sales. So the first sale I had yesterday is by a brand called Ginger. This is a great boutique brand, and this is actually a consignment item from my aunt. So it is just this beautiful green linen blend oversized midi dress. And it does have pockets, The comps on this were actually really great, so I was very happy with that. I did go ahead and list it on Poshmark for $35, and my Nifty sent out 20% off offers to likers of $28, and one of those likers did accept. Our fees to Poshmark were $5.60. My aunt left with $13.44, and I made a profit of $8.96. Very happy with that. The next item is also a consignment item from one of my tennis teammates. It is by Athleta or Athleta, however you pronounce it. It is this really cute, also green crop jacket. Very cute, and as you can tell, it is new with tags. It is the Salutation crop jacket, and the comps on this were also very great if it were new with tag. So I priced that on eBay for $49.99 plus $7 ship, and a buyer came in and offered me $41 plus $7 ship, which I thought was extremely fair and reasonable, and I did accept. It cost us $6.43 to ship. We did have it promoted, so those fees were $1.51. Our fees to eBay were $6.79. My tennis teammate left with $19.96, and I made a profit of $13.31. So these two sales show that taking consignment clients can actually help you in your business. It gives you a little profit, it adds better items to your store, and it boosts your stores in the algorithm. This next item I got at a half off Salvation Army sale for about $4. It is by Free People. I absolutely love this brand for myself, so anytime I find it and it is a cute piece, I do tend to pick it up if it is the right price. This is a really cute multicolor long sleeve top. It was called like Color Cotton Candy, which definitely describes it very well. I did have a lot of interest in this, and I actually had the same buyer. She sent me multiple low offers of $10, of $12, and then finally a couple days later, she sent me a $15 offer, and I did accept. So I had that listed on Poshmark for $25. As I said, I did accept the $15 offer. My fees to Poshmark were $3, and I turned $4 into $12. So definitely not the highest profit, but I've had that top listed in my stores for over a year, so I figured it was time to let it go. Now, the next item to sell is amazing. This is by, Vuori. And this is just a great new athletic brand. Or actually, I don't want to say new. It is one of the newer athletic brands. So it came on the scene after Lululemon. And it honestly just has the best feel. I only wear their jogger leggings because they feel like butter. So it is this navy, like kind of canvas front, and it does have that kind of Sherpa texture on the sleeves and on the bottom and the back, but it is a full zip jacket. I did get this at a consignment store near my parents' house for $25, and yes, that's a lot, but after looking up comps, I did feel comfortable paying that amount. I listed it for $99.99 plus $10 ship on eBay. And finally, after 6 to 8 months of lowball offers, I finally got an offer of $60 plus $10 ship, and I did accept that. It's actually going to Canada, so they paid about $30 extra in shipping to them. It cost me $9.20 to ship to our US hub that will then go ahead and ship it to Canada. My fees to eBay were $9.29, and I doubled my money by making a profit of $51.51. I am very happy to double my money on a more substantial piece because I know that it's going to sell, and it's going to sell for a higher amount. and it adds a lot of value to my online platforms. The next item to sell is also from my tennis teammate for consignment. It is by Lucky in Love. This is a great athletic wear line, and it is just this basic white ribbed racerback tank. So nothing too fancy, but I did see some value in it. So I priced it on eBay for $24.99 plus $5 ship. I did have a lot of lowball offers on this item as well, but I did not take any of them. I was sticking to my price. I wanted at least $15 to $20, and that is what I got. I received an offer yesterday of $20 plus $5 ship, and I gladly accepted. It cost us $5.27 to ship. Our fees to eBay were $3.80. My tennis teammate left with $9.55, and I made a profit of $6.38. And that was only listed for about a month, so very happy to see that off to a new home. Now, the last item to sell yesterday is by Banana Republic. And generally, I don't pick up this brand unless it is very substantial. And in this case, it was. This is a bigger size of 44 regular, and it is a linen blend on the outside. So a nice linen blend blazer. We love to see it. It is in fantastic condition. And I did get this at a half off Salvation Army sale for about $5 to $6, which is a great price for a blazer. I priced this on eBay for $49.99 plus $10 ship. And it was really funny. A buyer actually sent me an offer of $46 plus $10 ship. And they rescinded the offer because then I think they saw my 14% off coupon running in my eBay store, and that was such a better deal. So they rescinded their offer and they used their 14% off coupon that I have running in my store right now to pay $42.96 plus $10 ship. It cost me $8.81 to ship. My fees to eBay were $7.68, and I turned $6 into $36.47. I will gladly do that any day. I absolutely love the $2.99 Salvation Army sales along with their half off sales. Those are sales that you definitely do not want to miss. The first item to sell today I sourced off of Whatnot. So I just jumped into a random show and I liked what I saw, so I ordered a few things, and it is by Kalia or Kalia. This is the Carrie Underwood athletic brand, and I think it's very comfortable myself. I absolutely love the pieces, and being that this was new with tags, I definitely had to pick it up. This is a very trending color right now too. It's kind of that mustard, like Dijon yellow, like golden orange. I don't even know what color to relate this to, but nonetheless, it was new at tags. It's a tennis or pickleball score, and pickleball is very popular right now. So with a average cost of goods of $10 per piece from all of the Whatnot items that I purchased, I priced this on Poshmark for $32. I had quite a few likers on it, and my Nifty sent out 20% off offers to likers of $25, and one of those likers did accept. My fees to Poshmark were $5, and I doubled my money by making $20. Very happy with that, and it was only listed for about a week or two. Now, the next item to sell this morning is by Rag & Bone. This is their jean line. And this is just so beautiful. It is a blue and white micro stripe, kind of like crochet embroidered detail at the collar. Very, very cute and dainty. And I got this at my local Savers for about $8. So I knew I could easily at least double my money, and that's what I did. I had that listed on eBay for $39.99 plus $7 ship. And after having it for almost a year, when I received a $20 offer plus $7 ship, I did accept. I know that's half of my asking price, but I did want to move this out of my store. So I paid $5.77 to ship this item. My fees to eBay were $3.98, and I little than doubled my original cost into that by making $17.25. Sorry, that was a really weird way to put that, but I'm getting words jumbled in my head this morning. I know that I blamed my sinuses earlier or my allergies earlier for the way that I look, but it's also kind of the way that I'm thinking this morning too, so I do apologize. Now, hopefully not the last item to sell today, but the last item I will show you for today is a couponing item. So for those of you new here, I do coupon and I get most of these items for $1 each or free. So I actually got these for free. They are the Palmer's lotion. And I put a lot of 2 of these up on eBay for $14.99 plus free ship, and a buyer came in and offered me $10 plus free ship, which I did accept because I did get them for free. It cost me $6.43 to ship. My fees to eBay were $1.78, and I made a profit of $1.79 that'll go right back into my couponing fund. I have had a few comments in regards to my couponing and hoping that I would release some videos on how I do that. However, this is a reselling channel and I don't want to get them mixed up. You know, couponing isn't my primary passion. It's just something that's very easy for me to do, and I spend about 30 minutes to an hour a week doing it, so it wouldn't really be worth it for me or for my viewers in the long haul. I do suggest, if you do want to learn how to coupon, to go visit Jodi, Jodi Dunn, Dunn on YouTube. She is the primary reason of how I got so good at couponing, and I definitely follow her every single week to see what deals she does. Now, those are all of the sales that I had for yesterday. Hopefully not all of the ones today, but the ones that I will show you for today. I am going to go ahead and get these packaged up and shipped out. I do have a few videos I want to say that I am filming all today, so I have a very busy day ahead of me. I hope you guys are having fantastic thrifting, fantastic sales, and until next time, my friends, bye.